Hey folks, hope you're well. So I've always talked about your crypto portfolio being really, well, your life orchestra dictates what your crypto portfolio should be, and that if you have somewhat of a high risk and low reward sort of life setup, for example, if you're like a one-man band business owner doing less than $2,000 a month in revenue, no staff, barely any customers, no life savings, all that sort of stuff, you know, by the way, I used to be this person for a good 3 to 5 years, then perhaps you need to take less risk with your crypto and then therefore have a somewhat safer portfolio, you know, or even better, just do the Kryptonian portfolio, which I did for the best part of 4 years, where 75% smart tracker and then some solid plays and then the odd punt. So yeah, I mean, these are basics. These go back to, you know, a lot of the core videos I've done. But the thing is, we've been we haven't really looked at any of these normal type cryptos for a long time. We've basically been sort of snorting heroin with these teeny weeny rebasing DAOs, and so we've somewhat got used to, you know, bugger all liquidity, you know, like 5 million liquidity. And I was just looking earlier, I was looking at was it Filecoin, because I'll look at it properly. I was I wonder what the liquidity is on that. And like with all of the, you know, page one stuff, it's like huge liquidity, 24-hour trading volume, $851 million. So you know, maybe we should start swimming in the big pool in the ocean again without, you know, having fear of moving markets and me getting accused of being a pump and dumper. But so let's go through all of the main stuff which I haven't seen in a long time. I'm just gonna, as you can see, I've got old charts from back in the day. I say back in the day, earlier this year. So AAVE, let's have a look at AAVE. What is going on? Let's clear the scene here. So we definitely have this. There's some sort of base support that it fell, it crashed. And then looking at this, I'm going to have to be quick because there's loads of things we can look at, but there's a definite resistance. I guess it starts over here, then up here. Mind you, there is a wick right there. So yeah, we can see this got squeezed, it did a fake out, squeezed down, and it looks like it's just ramming into this resistance here and struggling to get above it. So I think this could possibly make a move down. We have a bit of a head double top and then start moving back down till we get to the next support, which is the previous neckline for this head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder. So I think we've got a bit more falling with AAVE. ADA, oh, what's going on here? So ADA's having a really rough time. It's launched its smart contracts, but it's done bugger all with it so far. What is the base? Oh, really, it's almost like clockwork, but still somewhat irrelevant because it's well below that at the moment. What have we got? I guess we've got something going along here. Again, it's not bullish at all, and I mean, this is going to be a very weak bounce because it's somewhat smothering this level. Nothing to really see here at the moment other than until it sort of gets out of this sort of compression. Definitely not interested. AKRO, yeah, resting on base support. Are we having a move up? I don't know. What you'll see is that there tends to be a theme. Most cryptos end up doing the same sort of stuff. Looking at ALGO, again, ALGO and AKRO, they both look somewhat similar, sort of approaching base support, but nothing really to write home about. Nothing to get excited about. ARB. Yeah, I was looking at this thinking it would be a falling compression, but just Pirate Chain just hasn't really done much. It's sort of dribbling, so I'm not interested. Not interested. Atom on fire. So yeah, we had that falling compression that played out. We then, looking at this, looks like another falling compression played out somewhat. And now we are, ooh, that is interesting. So yeah, it looks, so that is resistance here. It's not necessarily going to be a flat top resistance. I guess if it is, it's here. So it bounced off this flat top resistance, but we have an angular resistance here, which it looks like it's struggling. There's no real patterns here other than the fact that this is somewhat of an overextended move. On the weekly chart, that would be basically one bar. Yeah, that move up there. So a pull, it's doing this 50% pullback already. So maybe it's not too bad. No. Having moved back down a bit probably wouldn't go amiss. But again, I'm not trading these. This is just me spitballing as I look at the charts. Again, if we break up here, getting in on that Kobo will probably be a very good idea. So this is where we need to get back in on some sort of Kobo. AVAX still looking weak. Talked about that before. AXI, I'm not a fan of AXI. I'll talk about this on the trading pub, but basically gamers in the Philippines are being enslaved, time enslaved, with the AXI game at the moment. The gravy train is long gone, but yeah, in terms of trading, I mean, it's just smothered through base support, and it's a bit of a mess around here. And if anything, there's a bit of a really weak head and shoulders and a neckline here. So yeah, band, double bottom straight away, boom. I mean, there is some sort of support here, which it looks like it's sort of bounced around, bounced off, something like that. We're literally interesting. We're at the bum line. So it had a double top that played out. Okay. Head and shoulders on the big picture, but small picture, we should see a move up to $7. So wait, what is this in terms of a price appreciation? So if we get the so from here to here is a 17% uplift. You know, that's not a bad cheeky play actually. Getting in now and then taking profit at $7 basically. I am gonna have to write that on my notepad. Band. That's the first proper trade I think is actually worth looking at. BAT. Although it looks bullish, it's smothering this level. No, not interested at the moment. It's got a pretty tough resistance that it needs to break above. So nothing on there. Ooh. Hello. Yeah, Binance looks strong. That. Technically, it's a falling compression, but I don't like falling compressions when it has a flat base like this, because what crypto tends to do is the Bitcoin plop, and it goes plop when we have a flat base. Just look at Bitcoin 2018, basically. Falling compressions are better when it's angling down, just like this one. This beautiful textbook falling compression. I believe we played that earlier in the. Oh no, not this one. We didn't play this one. We played another one. But yeah, it's best to sit tight and wait, see if it's going to be a Bitcoin plop or a breakout, and then get back in on the pullback. So that's Binance. Bitcoin we looked at, looks weak. Cake. Unfortunately, such a high emission rate, a bit like the DAOs. That's why the price is, mind you, it's basically hovered around sort of $10 to $15 for a long time. But still, whoopsie. Some sort of squeeze going on here. Look, definite compression. Just don't know which direction. I would say down, as you know, it's bang in the middle of a big old downtrend, and it'll probably go back down to base support, which is down here. Chili's, no, nothing really to see here. Potential double bottom, but I don't know, there is like a mini level of resistance going across here. Nothing really to be seen. Right, what about this one? No. nothing. It's very important not to force patterns. Comp could be double bottoming. See, the problem is when looking at a double bottom, you could look at this and go, oh, double bottom. But at the same time, when the second bottom is somewhat smaller, you're then at risk of actually, oh, this could end up being a rising compression. So you don't know. At this stage, you just don't know what it's going to do when that bottom is not, which is slightly smaller than the first bum. So yeah, moving on. COTI just looks like it's hitting resistance. No. See, if I'm going to divest some of my time funds into boring crypto that isn't cash flowing, which doesn't have the rebase to give you as a nice support level, sort of comfort blanket, I need it to be golden. So far, band is the only one which I'd actually consider. So dot, let's have a look at dot. Yeah, they're all doing similar pictures. They're all somewhat, I mean, this is inkling some really dodgy looking inverted head and shoulders, but really it's just a squeeze. Direction, I would say down, but it's ropey. This looks ropey. This level's getting smothered. But then you could also argue that this is a falling compression. But with a flat base, I'm not the biggest fan. Nope. EOS. Again, looks bearish. There's nothing really. Yeah, my ether fall started playing out, stalled, carried on playing out. This is bearish though. This little setup here is setting up for another move down to at least the base level here, and then maybe a bit further. So on the whole, everything's bearish. Filecoin. No. Is it going to make a double bottom? No. When charting, you just need to move on unless something's really slapping you in the face. Like Phantom. Now, although this is the price action is definitely slapping me in the face here. There's no real pattern. There's nothing that we can act from here other than just FOMOing in, which I don't want to do. We've missed out on all of this. So if it breaks clear of 320, as in up here, then maybe get back in on a Kobo. But this is overextended in my opinion. I think a lot of people are going to get hurt FOMOing into this. We need a pullback to at least 250. But yeah, you can't win them all. Just like you can't, when you're clubbing, you can't pull every girl or boy in the club that you like. You got to be happy with one. So gas again. It's just falling down this level here. Gert, the graph. Nope. Again, that same sort of pattern. No, bearish. ICP, no, is a joke. I've said that from the start. No, there's nothing. I don't want to waste your time, but at the moment there's nothing. KAVA's played out, but is it going to break? Oh, it could be. This could be a Kobo actually. It could have. No, it's basically still sideways. There's a lot of noise going sideways, so not interested. Kusama, that double bottom sort of play, but again, it still looks weak. Like with a lot of these, it's sort of resting close. That could be a bit of a fake out really, but that's the base support. Link. Okay, so this is a inverted head and shoulders that's now playing out. So that, unfortunately, we've missed it. Just because I'm not looking at these boring stuff. But at the same time, we've got this, something like that. So maybe a pullback, but again, I'm not, until we get above this level here and get on top of this and stay above, we're not going to get up here. So yeah, we will most likely attack this $35 level, but we've got to get above this level here. So close above and pull back into it and stay above it, and then we got a chance of getting back up here. So loop ring, yep, falling compression for sure, but will it play out? Okay, I'm going to put loop ring in my little list. And annoyingly, I've got a Zoom call in 5 minutes. I'm just going to open it up and then I'll have to run away. So loop ring could be interesting for a falling compression. So that's on my to-do list. Decentraland looks weak. That looks like it's about to plop through. MATIC, not really much. MFT, nope. Nano, ugh, no. Neo, whoa, smashing onto that support. Will it hold? Not sure. Harmony looks like it's doing well. Very similar to some of the others. It looks like it's hitting resistance. So I just want to, yeah, it looks very similar to Phantom, doesn't it? Just give it time. Ontology, no. Nope. Ren, no. SHIB, who cares? Looks very fallen compression-y, but I don't really want to touch this. No. Oh, no way. This has got way more falling. This is very bearish. Solana is going to be falling. Yeah, I would get out of that if I was into Solana. Yeah. Theta, no. TrueFi, Ropey. Tesla, can't say anything. Oh, look! It seems to have entered my little circle. And then obviously rallied from it. My circles have a tendency to get filled. Every circle I've drawn in advance has got filled. Anyway, Uniswap. Does anyone even use Uniswap these days? Base support, resistance, something like this. I'm drawing this very roughly. Bit ropey. VeChain sat on support. Similar picture to the others, really. No. Nothing. So yeah, that's about it, really. Everything's looking weak. Ripple's looking weak. On the whole, Zcash. What a head! That is a head and shoulders and a half, isn't it? Watch this get back to base support. Anyway, I must shoot. I hope that helps, and I will see you soon.